What's going on, guys? This is Uche, and man, it's been a while since I did a. Actually, it hasn't been that long, but it's been long enough since I last did a video on credit cards, finance, credit, all that stuff and above. And I want to talk about this American Express. American Express. So I have quite a few American Express cards, but these two cards, the platinum card, which is the regular platinum card, not the business. And then I actually downgraded my platinum card down to American Express Business because it made the benefits didn't really match up as much, and paying to extraordinarily high annual fees were just didn't make any sense. So I decided just to downgrade the business card. I can still get the benefits of earning rewards and stuff like that, and then as well as have my platinum card for travel and things of that nature. So the thing I want to talk about is, and I promised that I would actually engage in this conversation. Well, I just want to make sure I get the I want to make sure I have the right subscriber. Let me see here. Go up to my list. So WaneM, WANE letter M, had posted a comment, actually a very detailed comment about American Express and the whole notion of let me see if I can find it. Is this it? Yes. The whole notion of the power of the American Express card, or at least the perception of power that you're given for having this card. So this is not a review. This is not a review video or anything like that. So if you're looking for a review video, go ahead and close it out. Go somewhere else. But if you really want to engage in this little brief conversation on why this card makes people kind of crazy, or even a regular green card, just the whole notion of American Express makes people just act kind of like bugged out because, okay, story time, real quick. So a couple of years ago, I was in Atlanta visiting my cousin. So myself, him, and a bunch of his friends, we went out to eat. We were at a diner, and I've always made this thing where if I go to visit you and you take me out and whatever, the least I can do is pay for dinner. So at that point in time, I think I only had the American Express Everyday card, which is like the plasticky see-through card. Hold up, let me pull it out. I have it. Yeah, I know. I had all my cards out because I was going through doing some house cleaning. Okay, so this is the card right here. Plasticky, see-through. It says American Express on top. But it's not. I mean, I guess it draws your attention because it's a clear card. It's not the typical, plastic card that's non-transparent. And this is see-through, and it has the little silver shield in the middle. So I had this card at the time. So after dinner, I told everybody, listen, guys, thank you so much for just showing me a good time, for thinking about the dinner. Let me cover. I'll pay for it. And it was like 4 of us. It wasn't terribly expensive. We were at a mom and pop spot in Atlanta. So I pulled out my card, and the immediate response was like, "Damn, American Express, you got like that?" And I was like, I think at the time I had like $1,000. My credit line was $1,000. I was really building my credit, and the perception that I was giving of like, "Damn, you got like that." First of all, of course, it's gonna make you feel kind of like, damn, okay, maybe I am the man. But at the same time, the reality is it's only $1,000 credit limit. I'm rebuilding my credit. But the fact that they saw American Express made people feel like that I was maybe something more than. And now that that I have the platinum card or business card, anyway, at any time part of American Express, there is definitely a perception of like, okay, this guy is something. So WaneM makes point of like this whole notion of, oh, you must be rich, as like the response or the category you put into for using American Express. And he made some good points in there, but there are 2 points that I made that I thought were very, very important. Yes, there is the perception of that you must be rich, and you have to define what rich is. You know, is rich meaning like you have a lot of money, like a lot of just like disposable income, or does it mean that you are more capable than other people to live the lifestyle that you want to live? Which for me could be defined as being rich, because versus being poor, where you're very limited on what you can do. And typically, if you're poor, it's kind of hard to hold on to an American Express card, especially if you have a platinum card. But that $500 a year, $550 will kick your butt. So that notion there is definitely something to want to think about. But then the other thing too is, I don't know if I'm going to explain this right. Rich in the sense that the work you've done to put yourself in another category. So if you've gone from like having a 500 credit score to like your 700s, 800, there's so much that's afforded to you that's not afforded to other people. And if you're able to pay your credit card on time and pay off and close out your balance every month, regardless of what your income bracket is, you're doing much better than the majority of people in the country. So does the American Express symbolize you being rich, or you being in a bracket of financial security and ability? Maybe not necessarily financial security, but financial ability that most people are not in. So that's the question. Because even though people might say American Express cards are easy to get, but like Fam stated in his comments, he said, it is, people will say like it isn't that hard to get, but you still need an income, you still need to have good and openly mobile credit score. You still need to do the right things. You know, be disciplined, pay your bills on time, don't carry a huge balance every month, and things of that nature. And especially if you're using the cards as a charge card. Whatever you spend, you should cover it at the end of the month. I know American Express is moving to the space where now they're giving you monthly payments and things like that. I would say this, don't fall for it, because it's also another way for them to pull in more interest. But the thing is, if you use it the way it's supposed to be used, it's definitely not something that's easy for everybody to do. It says, he also says you still have to be free from a history of bad debt. So like in my case, I did have bad debt, but I got to myself where it's no longer part of my history, you know? So it gets to a point where that's no longer part of your history, because you've had enough history that the old stuff doesn't matter anymore. And then you still have to be legal resident of wherever region you're in that Amex exists in that market. So you can't just be like in some random place and get American Express. You have to live in a place where American Express is accessible to you. So this might seem like little simple things, but if you look at it like the whole total sum cumulatively, it's not that easy. It sounds easy, but it's not that easy. It might be easy to maybe get the basic requirement to get the card, but to keep the card, it's a little bit more complicated than that. So unless you're going to keep the card and never use it and pay $500 every year, which doesn't make any sense. If you're never going to use the card, you just have it to stunt, but you're going to pay $500 every year. So you're paying $500 just to stunt, to make people feel like you're important. So I guess American Express as a credit card puts into 2 categories. Either you are legitimately worthy of membership, or you are using membership as a way to show off a reality that's not really real. So, but nonetheless, I just wanted to address that the full comment was dope. I'm sorry, it was really dope. And actually, you know what? What I might do? I might try to post it in the comments. You can read it. But I totally agree with everything he said in here. It made my actually, let me take that back. I'm not even sure if it's a he or a she. I'm assuming it's a he, just from reading the tone of the comment. But nonetheless, American Express. Why does it make people go crazy? Why does this make people go crazy? People be like, yo, you must be this or that, okay? So one more time. American Express. What did it used to say? Don't leave home without it. Unless you can't afford to pay the bill at the end of the month. In that case, leave it at home. All right. Peace, y'all.